Hello, 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 and Happy New Year. Now I know what you're thinking. He's a workaholic. He's working on New Year's Day. I'm not a workaholic, far from it. But I do find it hard to do nothing. And I hadn't planned anything. The only thing I was going to do today, I wasn't planning on coming in here, only to feed Her Majesty. The only reason I was coming in here was to feed her and pick up some bits. But I was going to do some filming today. I was going to take the drone out, but it's not a good day. It's wet and windy, so can't be doing that. So I wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. Thanks for everything and all your support and your subscriptions and all that kind of stuff in 2024. I think this year is going to be quite exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm positive. And I hope the same for you today. I wanted to talk about your donations to the channel. I offered up a chance to donate to the channel if you wanted to, I think a couple of weeks ago it was, about 250 quid, which has blown me away, so thank you. Thank you for those people that have made a donation. I did say that if I've ever helped you repair a TV or entertained or educated, I doubt the latter, in any way, to make a donation. Still not too late. I'll put up the PayPal email address just up here now so you can see it, and if you want to make a donation, you can do. I shall close it in 48 hours. The donation money was towards not a new computer, even though I may need one, was towards a new graphics card. I used to be able to record in 4K quite harmlessly with my old PC. Then I had an upgrade, but the upgrade had a bad graphics card in it, and it struggles. You've probably seen a couple of videos that I put up recently that are 4K, but the quality is not very good. You get artifacts at the bottom. I'm doing this in just HD to make sure that there are no problems. But I'm going to my computer guy tomorrow, armed with a bit of cash. We'll try a different graphics card and hopefully let me solve the situation. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking for another PC. That will be 3 PCs in 3 years, and that's just not cricket. Just very quickly wanted to talk about something. You may disagree with this, or you may wholeheartedly agree with this, or it could be just an age thing. But out of all the TVs that I've repaired, let's say over the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks in time for Christmas, why have I repaired them? What has been on TV over Christmas? Yes, I've turned into that grumpy old person. I mean, in the UK, the only 2 programmes that seem to have been thrown down our throats, these are the ones that they've heavily trailered and promoted, seems to be Doctor Who. Now, I know there are millions of Doctor Who fans. That Doctor Who has never tickled my boat. Is that a saying? Anyway. And the other one was Gavin and Stacey. I can kind of take or leave Gavin and Stacey, and I've decided to leave it over the last couple of years. I don't have a TV licence. That's not me being political or anti-BBC, technically. I did fall out with the BBC about 5 years ago when I thought some radio presenter friends of mine that used to work for Radio 1, I thought they deserved a job on Radio 2. But Radio 2 decided they'd rather use TV presenters instead. And I just thought that was a bad show. And also a couple of journalists that I know that work for BBC News, or BBC News 24 as it used to be called, they've been treated really badly. And I thought, well, I'm paying for this and I'm not watching it, and I just don't watch it. There's only 2 programmes I can think of over Christmas that I would have watched. I don't even know if they've been made, but I think one has, because I'm seeing clips on YouTube. So I think there must have been a Christmas Have I Got News for You? Possibly, maybe. I haven't seen that. Sometimes that gets bunged onto YouTube pretty quickly. The other one is Would I Lie to You? That's very good. I like that. But I can't think of anything else. I really can't think of anything else on all the networks. So for me, nothing on BBC to watch. You're probably a Gavin and Stacey fan. You're probably a Doctor Who fan. Then you were catered for. Please pay your TV licence with respect. Well, I was just thinking back. Do you remember? Let's go to Christmases. Not Christmases past. I'm not talking about, decades and decades ago. But one of the most exciting things of TV, let's say 15 or 20 years ago, was when you got these. These being the Christmas edition of the Radio and TV Times. Now, I've not seen these. I think they are still being published, and I think people still do buy them. Christmas edition of Radio or TV Times, or both. I think we always got both. Oh, you had to buy both in the early days because TV Times were for ITV programmes and BBC. No, they always did each other, didn't they? Anyway, I can't remember. And these were very popular. You really look forward to buying these, and you'd scan through for the whole kind of month of programmes, not just the programmes leading up for Christmas, programmes at Christmas, and the programmes after Christmas and New Year. And you'd read them page to page, and sometimes you'd do a little circle of things that you'd want to record on your VCR or DVD-R if you'd got very posh after 2001. And there was another way. What was it called? This is bugging me. Answers in the comments, please. It wasn't video text, or maybe it was. No. Sometimes in the radio and TV listings, there would be like a little barcode, or there'd be a number. And that would automatically program VCRs for that particular program. I can't remember what it was called. It wasn't VCR text. What was the numbers? Blimey, it wasn't that long ago. Oh, maybe it was. So anyway, absolutely nothing over Christmas. I can't. I was trying to think of the last great Christmas special that I wanted to watch. And it really does go back to 2001. Do you remember it was originally an ITV drama called Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. Well, I was in that, in the very early episodes. I think the episode was called The Girls They Left Behind, or The Wives They Left Behind. I'm actually in that. A very young me. But anyway, BBC brought the rights to Auf Wiedersehen, Pet, and showed a special in 2001. And it was so popular, they did it Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I quite like that. But we've gone very PC now. We're cancelling things. And even that from 2001 cannot be repeated on the BBC because of things that were said. And that's only, 23, 24 years ago. But that it was either that or a Christmas edition of Only Fools and Horses. So what has happened? Maybe it's just me. But I'd like to hear your points on Christmas television. So we've repaired all these TVs for our customers over Christmas, or you've watched me repair it for customers. What have they been watching on the darn things that we've repaired? Maybe people have just... I think we really have gone down the lines now of... well, I believe, now I'm guessing this, I think the number one channel in the UK, across Europe, and probably the world is YouTube. I think that's watched. I mean, we may only watch a 5-minute programme here or a 10-minute programme there. But I think YouTube is the number one because it's free. If you subscribe to YouTube, you don't get the annoying ads. Sorry if you've had to watch some annoying ads to watch me being annoying. But I think we really are now in control of buying the apps, but even the apps annoy me. There was a programme on Now TV. So Now TV is Sky, isn't it? There was a drama, I can't remember what it was called, but it was about people on a plane. A plane took off and the plane landed, but there was a difference of 5 years. But the people on the plane didn't notice this. They just noticed a bit of turbulence. And then when the plane landed, everybody went, "You've been missing for 5 years." Anyway, what's that called? I want to call it Stranger Things, but it's not Stranger Things. So I started watching that, and I got into it. I thought, this is pretty good. And I got the first 4 series on Now TV, and then it went from Series 4 to Series 6. And I thought, well, where's Series 5? And they put Series 5 on Netflix. So then you have to subscribe to another one. I thought that was a bit naughty. So I'd be terribly interested in your comments. Maybe it's just me getting old, but I have not watched anything on terrestrial TV. There's been nothing on BBC that's made me go, I'll pay my licence fee. I really want to watch that. Because if there was something good, I would pay for the licence fee. But I haven't watched anything on the BBC for years. I've not been in it. If there's anything on the BBC that's been really good, my friends are talking about it, I've either waited for it to come out on Blu-ray or I've paid for it on Netflix, because you can do that sometimes. It's been absolutely nothing on the BBC. And this Christmas I suddenly thought, if I was scanning through the radio and TV Times, I might be tempted to go out and buy one, have a cup of coffee and scan through and see what I've missed. But what is it I've missed? I can't think of anything. The old programmes we used to love were the Christmas edition of Top of the Pops, Only Fools and Horses, whatever the comedy drama was, and ITV, nothing. What's been their Christmas special this year? I mean, some of the dramas on the ITV X app are brilliant, but I've got no idea. However they promote things, they probably don't promote on social media, so I've just not noticed what's coming up. But anyway, just thought I'd ask that question because I've got absolutely no idea what TV programmes I've missed this Christmas, if anything. I've watched a bit of YouTube. I've watched a lot of YouTube. I do subscribe to Now TV, but there's nothing on there. I'm paying for something that I'm just not watching. You're probably doing the same. You probably pay for half a dozen apps and think to yourself, what have I watched? But if there is something good that I've missed out, do let me know in the comments. And again, thanks for your support. Thanks for your donations. Hopefully in the next few days, my beautiful face will be in 4K with no glitches. That'll serve you right. And here's to 2025, and I hope it's been okay. And Happy New Year from her, who's asleep, because it's nice and warm in here. Have a good one.